Welcome back, everyone, to ThirdStreet Reactions. I'm Zach.
Shane.
We are back with Attack on Titan, the final season, episode 26. Now, do you remember what happened last time? I believe it was the night before the end, or the night of the end. Something along those lines, but they had a campfire.
Yeah, we had the whole campfire scene. We had Jean.
Hanji was making soup.
Yeah, Jean, he kind of aired out his grievance. I think Frank Costanza would be proud.
I think all of them were airing their grievances. They had a Festivus.
Yeah.
They had a Festivus meeting.
They did.
And what was it? McGath had a lot of things to say, but he was drunk.
Yeah, he got drunk and he kind of was talking junk a little bit.
Talked a lot of shit.
Yeah, he kind of did. But, you know, I mean, if he was in the military and he always... If he was also indoctrinated, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean, well, they were all indoctrinated.
I mean, by the end of it, reality had set in. They all they aired their grievances. Jean beat on Rhina a little bit. Even Levi had some things to say.
Yeah.
But he kind of made it clear that his main goal now is just to kill his brother.
No.
Zeke,
yeah.
So
I love their rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
But we haven't even seen Zeke since that went down. Is he still himself?
I don't know that he's apart from Eren.
I was gonna say, is Eren still himself?
Yeah, they're like a fused being, kind of like Vegito or Gogeta, like the Broly movie. Gogeta.
Yeah.
And that very, like the kind of black eye on that movie for me was that little CG sequence where those two were fighting, and it kept saying that. You hear, Broly.
Are you talking about the new one?
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't remember them. I mean,
it's after he fuses.
I actually reacted to it. I do not remember them fusing at all.
It's after, because Vegeta's like, this is so stupid, and they're doing that dance.
Yeah.
And they finally get it right.
Yeah.
Because Piccolo's trying to teach them.
I was thinking of Eren and the way, and this is how fourth dimensional time works. I mean, this is how the fourth dimension works for beings who can occupy that dimension. Christianity, we don't die and go to heaven. There's a new heaven, a new earth, and it's So
my understanding is because it's more or less called the sleep doctrine, at least that's what I call it.
Yeah.
But you're at rest, your resting state, more or less, until they're called up for judgment.
And then the resurrection comes. Because Lyanna talked about getting cremated, I had to do my best Irish impression from that guy, from that bald guy from Game of, oh my God, Gangs in New York.
Did I stutter?
Yeah, that's McGloin.
Yeah. You have to be in the wooden box. Yeah, I'm not going to do it now, but being in the wooden box.
Watch him burn him. See if his ashes turn green.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was thinking about this.
We don't go to heaven, but like the old idea of it. Like, if we're supposed to go to heaven, are we in heaven now? Like, are we occupying that space outside of space-time?
I wonder where, and this is probably a rabbit hole we don't want to go down right now, but I wonder where that idea came into play about immediately going to meet the Maker.
Because the Bible says it's like a blink in an eye. It's like a blink of an eye.
Because time, there's no time.
Yeah, when you go to sleep and you wake up, it is kind of like a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
So I think...
Because you're not conscious.
Especially people with a kind of limited understanding of how sleep works and how the brain works back then. Like, when you die, it's like that. But you are sleeping, but you don't feel that time pass by because it feels like you're sleeping.
Yeah, because we've had a similar conversation in Has Been Hotel about how hell is meant to be.
Yeah.
And it's probably not going to be the fire, the place where your guts are going to be twisted out of your body, like in that horrible movie Cell that I saw.
Yep, you told me.
You know,
told me it's terrible.
These,
haven't seen it. No,
these
never will.
Awful torment devices waiting on you with these demons.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be like those are the things we came up with.
Yeah. Exactly.
The idea is that to be weeping of gnashing of teeth, eternal separation.
Yeah, there are.
And then eventually it's going to be thrown into the lake of fire.
It'll be thrown into hell, which is.
Well, hell will be thrown into the lake of fire.
Hell will be thrown into the lake, and that's the only way. That's the only time it really describes that kind of burning.
But the idea, though, I thought was that it's just burned away like chaff. Like that's not like you're going in there to burn for eternity.
Yeah,
that's like you're being wiped from existence.
Yeah. So I mean, there's different.
Thought.
Yeah, I think that's like I'm not a Bible scholar, but like I know they debate that. I know there are people who are way more knowledgeable than me.
I know more than you.
Who don't believe that hell is like this place of suffering, that is just separation from God, but you're suffering because of that, but you're not like burning.
Yeah, but I know.
I like to tell people to go burn in hell, but I just don't know if that's what happens.
the Book of Revelation, I thought, pretty much says like at the end of it all of that's being tossed in.
Yeah.
And it's like it's all tossed in the fire, like it's gonna be burned away.
Yeah.
That's my recent conceptualization of it.
Well, yeah, and then there are parables where it talks about like similar things, like wiped away, burned away. I mean, they're not like
because the new earth's being burned away.
Yeah,
like it's gonna be destroyed with fire.
Yeah,
water
instead of water. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna wash it away this time.
Yeah,
Burn.
younger Dryas.
Yeah. So, either way, you were talking about fourth dimension, Aaron.
Yeah. So do you think
at the time?
And this not happens? Let's say we went to heaven when we died, because that occupies the fourth dimension, outside of time. Mm-hmm. Are we, or if you're sure as hell not going? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But
I'm saying,
at this current rate, neither are you.
Boom. Roasted.
I know.
So
what I'm saying is, are there people? Are we there now, looking down on us?
Oh, because you can look outside.
Yeah, Aaron. He was occupying that space, but the Aaron that we followed in the timeline, he wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
But that Aaron saw his past, present, and future because he was able to. Mm-hmm. You take.
I'd say that's probably what's going to happen. Maybe when the judgment time comes. I don't think he's going to have like a billet where he's sitting there reading down this paper, saying, "Well, let's start at 6 years old.
Yeah.
Now here you did this." I think it's going to be more like
but
fourth dimensional experience.
Yeah, because it makes sense that you can see your life too, and you can see all the mistakes you did, and you can't really hide from it. You know what I mean? I saw this thing. I think it might have been Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like, you draw this little cartoon character, you draw a circle around him. Mm-hmm. And that's jail for him. He's trying to get out, but he can't. He can't get out of there. He can't just take a step forward. Like, this room that we're filming in is kind of like a cage for us. But someone in the fourth dimension, like, no, you just got to step out of it. Well, we can't even comprehend that.
Yeah, you're right about fourth dimensional experiences. It's kind of like Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, which
Interstellar.
Interstellar, love that movie. So, it's...
But I mean, I wasn't quite sure.
And that's what Aaron had to do. Aaron, his bookshelf moment was traveling with Zeke to influence his father. Mm-hmm. He wasn't exactly there, but he had enough of a presence to whisper in his ear to motivate him to kill those people. Mm-hmm. So it was like, that was his Interstellar.
But eventually Zeke was there. He manifested because Grisha.
Yeah, but it took a second. That's what's so weird about it.
Yeah,
I don't need it explained to me. Really, I think it was cool.
I don't either, because those are kind of mysteries that.
Well, it's kind of like if there was
a little flavor to the soup.
Well, the idea that a fifth dimensional being they might appear in and out to people who are
now, fifth dimensional is.
Or, I'm sorry, fourth.
I know what the hell the fifth dimension means.
I don't know. I know it's a rabbit hole. I just haven't gone down it because the fourth dimension is so interesting already to me.
Well, it's his next step, but I wonder what the fifth will be.
I don't know.
Omnipresence or something. But either way, I want to see where this goes. I want to see where our team. They're not technically all Jaegerists. Technically, none of them are Jaegerists because Hanji, Levi, Armin, Mikasa, and Jean. None of them signed up with the Jaegerists.
No.
And you had, Magath, Peak, and Rhina. Oh, and
they might just...
Gabby and.
Yeah, I think they're calling it.
What's it? Falco.
Falco. I love Falco.
No, Falco. Yeah, he is back. That's right, because he's got the jaw tightened.
Yeah, I think they're referring to themselves as anti-Jaegerists. Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Now we know where we want to go, and we're going to go there, and you're going to watch us go there.
Yeah, make sure you come back after the reaction. We put that on Patreon. Click on the link, because we can't put the footage on YouTube. Then come back here. We'll break it down to the best of our ability.
There you go.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
Now you want to see Flock die, but that was pretty good.
I mean, it was a great intro to Rhina and Annie.
Oh, yeah, they were great.
Behind him.
I mean, I love the...
I feel like with them transforming would have affected them somehow. I'm sure he got away.
Yeah.
He whisked
away. He's going to die soon. He has to.
Slippery little devil that he is.
They're all devils, Zach.
Well, just that one. That one definitely. Started out, of course, with fucking Flock.
If I didn't hate Flock, then I'd be a little... This experience would be less for me.
Well, I agree. I mean, we needed a character to hate. He's kind of like the
Joffrey kind of.
Like the Joffrey, I was thinking more along.
So I hate him more than
more like Commodus.
Yeah, Joffrey is.
I hate Joffrey more.
I hate Joffrey more than I hate almost any character in fiction.
Yeah, they did a very good job making him hateable.
Yeah,
he's just a little piece of shit.
Yep, yeah, he is.
Power mad piece of shit. I don't even like Tywin, but I like that Tywin always put him in his place.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised you don't like Tywin. I really like.
I like Charles Dance.
Yeah,
I like the job that he does, but knowing what I know about the Lannisters, I just don't fucking like the Lannisters.
Oh yeah, I mean they're all shitty. Yeah. I mean, and he was like a hypocrite.
Yeah,
but when he was up there,
Charles Dance is a great.
When he's telling Joffrey, anyone who says has to say that a king is no king.
Yeah, it was like the Man in Black in Westworld, Ed Harris.
Yeah,
I like Ed Harris a lot. But the Man in Black's a piece of shit.
Yeah, but he's cool.
He's cool.
He's a cool piece of
but
shit.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he's, he's doing very, very piece of shit things. And I look at what the Lannisters did and all the gory glory that is in Westworld. I mean, they're just...
Yeah.
Anyway.
McGaddock's doing that to Yelena. Did you feel... It's weird, because I think when I see, like a manly man do that to a girl, even a girl with a bowl cut, it's real close. But I felt bad for her.
Yeah, just kind of impressing your physical prowess onto someone who's weaker than you. It's to me.
Well, see, at this moment, she hasn't been like. If it would have happened at a certain other time in the story, I might be like, fine, she deserves it. Mm-hmm. But here, I didn't. And I know I'm going by my emotions here, but I emotionally, I was kind of out of like hating her so much. And then he just looked at her and was like, "Tell us where he is," And
yeah, he was getting a little emotional. An emotional response.
Yeah.
And when you impose yourself physically like that, or people that are weaker than you, a lot of times it can be very short-sighted because you don't really get, you're not getting the effects you want.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, the CIA thinks that like short-form torture just doesn't work very well. It's not really. It doesn't. Yeah. You don't get reliable information.
No.
Long-form torture, they usually get out of you now.
Yeah.
But. Yeah.
That's the joke.
But like you said, when he said, "Forgive me," and he kind of...
What was a meaningful statement to come from? Because he was kind of the embodiment there for a while of kind of the things he would say. I mean, at the same time, you could tell he felt for at least,
the warrior candidates.
The warrior candidates, but I'm thinking of fucking Gabby and... what is
Falco.
His fucking name? Falco.
And all those kids who died when Aaron attacked.
I know, but those two were the ones...
Yeah, he looked up at them. I think he felt bad. Or he looked up at her.
Well, she was running away because of how he was acting.
Yeah.
It made it seem like.
Yeah.
She's kind of getting pushed to the limits, too. And so, yeah, his admission of guilt and kind of just that the brutal honesty about himself. Like, yeah. I wanted to see it this way because I couldn't look at myself.
The idea of, like me shitting on you because your ancestor did something and you didn't know, and you might not even know their ancestors and you might not agree with them.
I don't even know my own cousins.
Yeah, it's just horseshit. It's just I can't believe people really are like that is like they're dying by that not philosophy, but
well, it reminds me of something a mutual friend of ours said one time that and this was him. At the time, I took it as kind of casting shade, more or less, on the American experience. But it may have been also his admiration for another culture, namely the Japanese. But how a lot of these cultures, we'll say the Japanese, for instance, because they're a pretty good example, or solid example, of you inherit your culture and everything that means.
Yeah.
A history. And your family is very... knowledgeable of it.
Yeah, but should you inherit that guilt?
But I'm saying, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying that Americans don't experience that as much, where you don't inherit this long line.
Yeah, because we're a melting pot.
Yeah, and we don't inherit this long line of respect and the admonition, like everything we feel about our ancestors and our culture. We don't inherit that. Yeah, well, not in the same way. Yeah. We used to. This country used to be very distinctly American. Until after the Second World War, and we became more cosmopolitan, more involved in the world. Yeah. And that, I don't know, it may have been up until that point. I'd have to look it up because I personally don't know the answer. But I wonder when we started looking back and say, well, I'm so much Irish, and I'm so much this. Yeah. I'm American. I was born in America. My ancestors came here for a reason. They didn't fucking stay in Ireland. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm well aware they didn't stay where they want back there. It must not have been that good. Yeah. They came here for a reason. So... everything that makes us America, is deserving of respect, and we have made a lot of fucking mistakes. But tell me a country that hasn't, because you're not going to find one.
Basically, what I'm saying, it just this show, like, honestly, I really see both sides. I disagree that Aaron should wipe out all of humanity.
But he's also, in my mind,
except for the island.
He's kind of a man that's been pushed to that point.
Yeah, no, I completely understand him though, and he's actually my favorite character. Mm-hmm. But those guys, that Connie and Armin, like, what do you say to them? Like, if you grew up with these guys and you're supposed to, like, we just want peace. We want people to stop killing us. Yeah. Like, I want my characters to win, but I kind of fell for them. Yeah. So it's just like...
I agree. I mean,
this show, honestly, just does such a good job where I'm not like, well...
It was a
except for Yelena, I'm just...
It was a solid run and a build-up to these moments, because you look at how much there was the hate in the early seasons as far as just seeing people being eaten all
It's like
the
the
fucking
first
time,
3
and
seasons almost.
people just being eaten all the time, and it's just
Yeah.
everybody didn't crawl out of that gutter
Yeah.
until finally they build up to this realization and this communion between the Marleyans,
Yeah.
the Eldians that were there, and
Yeah, the prisoners of war, but they were
no, the candidates. I'm
Oh,
talking
the
about.
candidates, yeah.
Like their group there that they're uniting to stop Aaron and fight the Jaegerists and everything.
Yeah.
So it's a very solid build-up. They did a very good job in terms of pacing the storytelling, and how they develop your feelings towards characters. Because I like Dragon Ball Z a lot, but
Yeah.
they don't really they don't develop the same. Like, you might develop a lot of love for characters in their moments, but you don't have like the same hate and you know what I mean? Like Frieza's shitty. He killed Krillin,
I definitely hate him.
but
I love the character.
I don't like. I don't hate his guts.
No, I don't hate his guts.
Like, I fucking hate Flock.
Yeah, I hate him.
I had got no love for that character.
And actually, you know what? I just realized how much I love Yajirobe.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great character.
Oh, he's funny too.
He's funny. He's a coward. He admits he's a coward.
Yeah.
He's not going to go out there and do shit. And,
Yeah, but basically, because Krillin was calling him out after like when they're in a hospital. Like, you mean when you were hiding, Yajirobe? He's like, I was learning over there, and he's like doing it. Yeah. Like, I love that show because I'm biased. I grew up on it, and I love it because the characters.
A lot of people, some people don't fucking like it. They think it's just trash compared to newer animation.
Oh, fuck them, dude.
I
Like,
know they're younger people. They grew up with different. I mean, my kids love it.
yeah, that's because you raised them right. That's what I'm saying. You raised them right.
But
Like, yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, but like, dude, it's one of the most influential anime. Like, it's one of the greatest anime, and I don't mean the best. I mean the greatest because of what it did for Japanese culture, what it did for us. I mean, like, I love those characters because
it opened the gates.
because I've known them for 25
That
years.
And Gundam Wing.
Yeah, Gundam Wing and Dragon Ball Z synergistically open up.
They opened the
I know we had our buddy, and they were always buying VHSs at cons, but they didn't really hit until.
Well, it didn't mainstream. The DBZ
Yeah.
and Gundam Wing is what tapped into the mainstream. That was what the studios picked up.
Yeah.
They said, this is the most digestible for an American audience.
Yeah.
They put it out there, and then everybody, it was out, it was a wash after that.
Yeah, and then we get like we get Full Metal Alchemist, we get this, we get like other deep things that I love.
Yeah.
As an adult,
They
so
built
it's just,
on those shoulders.
yeah. The Dragon Ball Z to me is almost like my Star Wars. Like, I love it. I mean, it's not the most mature thing in the world. I mean, Andor gave us something, but like I got other things that I love that as an adult.
I tap into that.
Yeah, that tap into that. Anyways, it was strong. I felt for them in the end.
Nice to see Annie back.
Yeah, that ass was just clapping all over the place when she was kicking.
I'm sorry, it's something about a blonde, man.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, I think that's it. If you want to support us, check us out on Patreon. And by the way, our editor, Brett, we're trying to work out a schedule where he comes and joins us. There's a 2-part finale. It might just be the last finale. But there are a bunch of little but there are episodes that we follow minor characters and what they are doing off screen throughout the whole 4 seasons.
Really?
So it's been suggested to me by him and other people, before you watch the finale, you guys should just watch those. You're going to watch the finale. We got a few episodes when we get there, but we can talk about that. But we want to try to get Brett here because he's a fan and he's been editing these. So
Yeah, it's been a little while since he's been back.
yeah,
Be good to see him.
yeah,
Good to see you, man.
that's you, Brett. Yeah. Anyways, guys, we love you. We're out of here.